Okay, now we've got a special feature on today's Wonderful World of Bourbon. Name that bourbon. We haven't tried this before, and it's a challenge between me and Daniel. So I get to lay down the first gauntlet, and then the next time, probably when we're over at Appalachian Bourbon Society, he gets to do the same thing to me. So we've got a bourbon that he doesn't know about in this little bottle because I didn't want to give away. We've got one of your glasses here from the 13th Colony. We hope you like that because that's going to be the trick. And you can use all this you want to, but you've got, when you start, we're going to flip this hourglass over, and you have to guess it or give up before we run out of the sand in the timer. And I'm going to give you 8 clues, feed them to you as you're going along. You want another clue? You want another clue? So I will start off and letting you know, clue number 1 before you even start, that this is distilled and bottled in Louisville, Kentucky. That is your first clue.
Okay.
And here you go. You can drink all you want of it. It's all yours.
You got me a little nervous here, Mike. You're putting me on the spot.
Yeah, that's the idea. And there goes the timer. So like I said, clue number 1, made in Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm not going to give away the clues to you, so you can kind of play along. How many clues do you need before you guess which it is?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
I guess I should have studied up a little bit more here.
It is a straight bourbon whiskey. So, made in Kentucky. What do you think of it?
A little peanutty.
But it's not MGP because we said it's distilled.
Yeah, you said distilled
in Louisville. So you know your Louisville distilleries?
No, that's the problem.
See, there you go. I'd be in trouble if you did.
That is the problem.
I made sure that they do it in Bardstown because that would be that would be too automatic.
All right, give me another clue.
All right. Clue number 2. This is a barrel proof bourbon, but the barrel proof is a low entry barrel proof at 108.5 proof. There isn't a lot of them that come in at 108.5.
Just wild turkey?
Are you guessing now?
Yeah.
Is this one of your guesses?
Yeah.
Sorry. That was probably way too loud. All right. Well.
Man, I'm struggling with this one.
Well, tell me what you think of it. I'll tell you about. Like you're on the right track, or you're really not on the right track.
I mean, it's good. It's definitely a good bourbon. I mean, I get a little bit of peanutty up front. I think a little citrus, some caramel, brown sugar, some baking spice.
What about finish? You think it's got any finish on it?
That's what I'm sitting here debating. Maybe a toasted or a double oak.
See, I neither can confirm nor going to die.
He's not giving
you ready
me
for
too many.
ready? Well, the clues get better as they go along.
Okay, well, give me another one, Cole.
All right. Clue number 3. You can find it in Georgia, but only recently.
You can find it in Georgia, but
yes,
only
you can
recently.
buy it in Georgia. We can go right down the street and buy it today. You might want to take another sip. You're closer than you think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think you are.
Can buy it in Georgia recently.
Well, now, tell me this. Would this be something you'd own? Is it good enough that you would own it?
Yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed having a bottle of that. Yeah, it's good. I might already have a bottle of it, hadn't I?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh.
You might have a bottle of this. I will not say for sure whether you do or don't, although I actually know whether you do or don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
All right,
struggling with it, honestly.
Let's go on the clue 4.
If I knew my Louisville distilleries, I'd be in good shape here.
Let's
But
go, because that sand is running down.
yeah,
Clue number 4. The original name of the distillery was the Worsham, Worsham Distilling Company. And right now, we got a bunch of people watching this video going like, oh, I know, pick me. The Worsham Distilling Company was the original name. It's not the name now.
yeah, I got you. Oh, I'm struggling. I'm still lost, if I'm being honest.
All right. Another clue. This distillery did not make it through Prohibition. In fact, this is what I thought was interesting. They closed before Prohibition and then reopened in 2013. That is clue number 5. And you guys in the audience, you're quiet. Don't give it away. There's no call a friend here.
2013.
So this is one of those companies that went out of business
And they just come back.
in 2013, and they are doing a jam up business.
And you can buy it now in Georgia.
Yes.
Man, I feel like I should know this, but I am struggling here. 2013, Louisville.
I got a really good clue. Are you stumped still?
Yeah, I mean, I
right.
really am. But
We're going through the clues fast.
I feel like I should know this, but I don't.
Number 6. This is a good one.
Okay.
You watched
Let's see how good it is.
You watched the Fred Minnick's Top 100, didn't you?
Yeah.
And now, no going to your phone. Their batch number 18 was number 37 on Fred Minnick's Top 100 for 2024. Come on, you got a photographic memory, don't you? Batch
18. So that's a clue in and of itself, right there. Batch 18.
Batch 18.
Batch 18.
Batch 18 got a lot of fanfare.
Oh my goodness.
I obviously I don't have batch 18. I have an earlier batch just because I have an earlier bottle, but I think I've got batch 15 or 16. But they're on batch 18 now for 2024. At least they were at Fred's.
Is this Knob Creek?
Nope.
No, that wouldn't make sense. Never mind. That was a silly guess there. I don't know, Mike. You really got me stumped on this. I'm going to have to start doing a little more in the history of distilleries and stuff.
Now we're going to the history of my videos.
Oh, goodness.
Because I had a bourbon hunt.
Put me on the spot.
I had a bourbon hunt that I found this on. Now, if you don't, this is clue number 7. If you have to go all the way to clue number 8, I feel bad for you. Clue number 7. I bought this in Orlando, Florida, for $89.99 on my Florida bourbon hunt. Now, come on now.
That's more than a week ago. So.
Oh man.
I remember watching that video, but yeah, it doesn't. That doesn't
Regency Liquors in Winter Garden, Winter Park. I forget which one it is. One of those.
Winter Garden, Winter Park.
Regency Liquors.
Oh man.
And I went on and on about. Well, at the time I couldn't find it in Georgia.
Yeah.
And I found it in Florida.
I remember that part of the video. I just don't remember the bottle.
Oh man. It's no telling what he's going to do back to me when we do this for him. It's going to be worse, I'm afraid.
You have to give me
Okay, this is the last clue. He went all the way to 8. So the competition is I got to try to beat it. Because when you do it for me, you're going to give me 8 clues. And it's got to be good clues. Like, oh, it's brown water bourbon. That ain't a clue. This is a terrific clue.
I feel like I've had this before.
This bourbon is twice oaked.
Yeah.
Another term for twice oaked is?
Double oak.
So what's the bourbon? What's the bourbon, people? Florida. Only came to Georgia recently. $90. You have one of these, Daniel.
Don't you?
You have
familiar.
one of these. It's a double oaked. It's considered one of the best double oaks on the market. Fred thought so. How many double oaks do you have?
Are you saying Pursuit?
No.
They're not distilled in Louisville. That's Peerless.
Finally gets it. Finally gets it. Peerless double oaked. Woohoo! Man, I had like to feed that to you.
Wow. Yeah. Sorry. Well, I picked up on the double oak part
You
of
did,
it
because you actually talked about it, but I couldn't give. I can't tell them now.
I don't know the distilleries in Louisville. I can't say that word now. Well enough to know. And I was thinking Pursuit, but they're not distilled there. But Peerless never even crossed my mind. And what's really bad is when we went to Kentucky, I bought a bottle there. That's where my bottle comes from.
All right, so the next challenge, Dallin, you've got to come up one from your bar, and it needs to be a bourbon because this is the Wonderful World of Bourbon.
I got
But it can be any exotic bourbon you have, and you've got to give me 8 clues, and I have to try to guess it before the end of the 8th clue.
Okay.
Sound good to you?
You'll probably do better
thanks
than
for
I
playing.
did. Yeah. Sorry I wasn't too great at it.
We'll see you next time on Name That Bourbon.